Kia ora. The Eggplant is a New Zealand web series which came out in 2020. It's a comedy show. It's in the format of a high school drama meets a detective show. The premise of the show is that a giant papier-mâché eggplant has been created and left on the field of a New Zealand high school, and the principal has to investigate some suspects, some students who may have put the eggplant there. It's a comedy, very dry humour style. I really enjoyed it, and here's just a few of my thoughts about what the show was like. So as I say, it was made or released in 2020. It's called The Eggplant. It's directed by Sam Stuchbury, and it is starring Karen O'Leary and Tammy Davis. And this show is beautifully shot. It's really well acted and really well put together. It's quite understated in its humour style, and I really enjoyed it. Let's have a really quick look at a couple of shots from the opening episode. So we've got episode 1, D-Day. You can see it's a beautifully shot series. It's really nicely put together. And we get these fluid camera movements in the opening shots. Very strong, kind of tongue-in-cheek performances. We're introduced to a cast of teachers and students at the college. And then very quickly we see the eggplant revealed, and that is where the mystery kicks off. So if we jump ahead just a fraction here, we can see here is the giant eggplant on the field. It's revealed in a dramatic sequence, and then our protagonist character, Principal Morris, the PM, has to figure out who the culprit could possibly be. We might recognise Karen O'Leary from Wellington Paranormal. I believe Karen O'Leary is a teacher and actor from New Zealand, and Karen O'Leary puts in a brilliant performance. Very, very deadpan, hilarious performance in this web series. I really enjoyed it. Tammy Davis is her second in command, her loyal deputy principal type character, or the character who's her assistant, and we might recognise him from Outrageous Fortune or many other things that he's done. Again, brilliant performance from him as well. The show has 6 episodes. Each one focuses, or many of them focusing on different aspects of sort of online safety. The show was made by Motion Sickness, and it was made in collaboration with keepitrealonline.govt.nz, which is a website which focuses on online safety for young people, so things like digital safety, bullying, pornography, nudes, those sorts of things. They've done a number of campaigns about online safety. I really liked the visual style of the show. It's quite low-key New Zealand, recognisable sort of New Zealand locations for the filming style, but then later on they introduce more and more crime show elements. So if we jump to the end of the first episode, we get this beautiful sequence in the principal's office, which has been turned into a detective's office, complete with the sort of board with all the clues to who the criminals or the suspects are. I think this sequence is really, really nicely shot. So if we just have a look at this series of close-ups that reveal the suspects and the clues that are going on. We'll skip this Chig ad, and we'll get to the wider shot of the room, which is really nicely done. So I was really impressed with how this sequence was put together. Costume-wise, performance-wise, lighting, everything that's going on here I thought was really, really neat. This wide shot in particular, I was a really big fan of. The sort of hazed up room, warm, sort of almost 70s lighting and costuming going on to make it look like a classic TV detective show. There's a lot going on here that I really enjoyed. The show has really solid messages about online safety. It's got understated but funny performances. The humour style is really dry, and I really enjoyed it. It really appealed to me. And so it's like a fun watch, fun 6 episodes, each one 13, 14, 15 minutes long. There is a message behind it, but it's just fun to watch as well. Let's have a really quick look over here at the website that's sort of associated with it. This is the website that's mentioned or linked to in the description of the video. And we can see it's got a parent section and a youth section, and the sorts of issues that the Keep It Real online campaign is dealing with. And these are some of the sorts of things you end up seeing in the show as well. It covers a few of these items here. That last one just says help and support, which is hiding behind my head. But these are the key kind of issues, and several of these things come up in the show. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really funny, and I thought it was really well put together, and it's a nice way of tackling some important issues for young people to watch and consider. I would give it a solid 9 out of 10 and a thumbs up from me. It's a strong recommendation. So it's The Eggplant from 2020. Check it out.